gum.
Okay.
Quick. Apple cider vinegar.
Hmm.
Gargle with it every morning.
Okay.
And what it does is it kills the bacteria that's causing gingivitis. So they ain't going to tell you that because they want you to pull them and do some root canal stuff and all that. All that does is it prolongs the inevitable. You know, and these holistic remedies or these home remedies helps in that area.
Okay, Aquil, let's talk about people who have a fear of the dentist. A lot of people don't take their teeth serious until they start losing the ones in the front.
Right.
But they'll have a whole area in the back where there'll be no teeth.
Well, the first part of digestion is chewing your food correctly. Anterior teeth are the first 6 right here from the canine on through. And what happens is that's for cutting the food.
Yeah.
Your molars are for crushing the food. You have to crush that. That's why you have a lot of undigested food trapped in, not because of, not on top of the food you're eating, which is wrong, but if you're not chewing it correctly, even that bad stuff, it compounds your situations when it comes to cancer of the stomach, digestion is not correct, that weight gain, things of this nature. So, yeah.
When people do start losing their teeth, a lot of people, you know, it happens to them as they get older. What are some ways of replacement? Well,
if you want, dentures has always been there. It's been there for years.
Yeah.
People use the dentures. A flexible denture is more of the newer materials that we use for dentures, and it's not as costly as the implants. Then you have the implants. Now the key to the implants is to have impeccable dental hygiene. So whatever you was doing that lost your teeth, stop it when you get those implants, or that's going to turn real bad on you. Also a good way is with some of the implants, if they really are not trained, you know, in that specific area, well, if they're not trained well, the seal between the bacteria and the actual glue of the implant, that stuff gets in between there, and I have had patients who snatched that stuff out and gotten the dentures.
Okay.
Okay.
What about the dentured implants? Your mouth still has to be strong enough?
You should have impeccable hygiene. If you're a smoker, don't do it.
Yeah. Wow. Because I recommended someone to you, and they smoked, and I don't know if they want to stop smoking.
I don't do implants. All we do, we specialize in making dentures and crowns. We don't even mess with that stuff because, like I said, I've had many patients come to me and my staff and have snatched that implant stuff out.
Wow, that's amazing. What about the teeth whitening? There's such a fascination.
Well, the teeth whitening is came a long way.
Okay.
Before it was the trays. And what happened was the solution stayed too long on the enamel and it made it sensitive for people. So through the years they've gotten with the ultraviolet beam. All that does is accelerate the process. It's the same thing, but it accelerates the process. Now they do have lighter formulas, which I use, which is 16% strength in that Zoom. Zoom is about 35% strength. The 16 and the 20% is just as good, but those are done with in those bleaching salons now and stuff like that. They use the lighter, but the key to that stuff is you do it, then you do 7 days with the whitening pen, and then it really locks in.
Okay. In addition, your teeth have to be more than just white. There's
right,
that.
They gotta be healthy.
There's the hygiene. You know, it has to
well,
be
the
healthy
biggest
as well.
issue with the whitening is what can get whitening and what can't.
Okay.
Crowns can't.
Okay.
Any bonding on your teeth will not whiten. Okay. So a lot of people, you know, they have a crown here and then they want to whiten everything, and the natural teeth get white, but the crown stays the same.
Wow, this is so
And also, if it's an intrinsic stain is meaning you took some medicines, and it stain your teeth. That will never get white. Actually, it'll make the darker dark and the light lighter. It'll be more of a trend, a contrast to it.
Aquil Ali is joining us in our WDAS studios. He's giving us some lessons here. There was another question I wanted to ask you about dental health, and the question just like went out of my mind. It'll come back to me, but
sure.
We had like such an amazing conversation just sitting back because I had my dental journey,
right.
And before I turned 50, I lost every tooth in my mouth.
Right.
You know, and I went public because I wanted people to know certain things are not natural.
Right.
You know, the bleeding gums. You know, people walk around or they'll say, I'm scared of the dentist. I'm like, but you're losing your mouth. And I wasn't even 50 yet. And
it's real bad for diabetics because that bacteria will get into your bloodstream and it will affect your sugar. And for high blood pressure patients, you have to be very careful with your dental health. Yeah.
There was another question because I want to get into your book and how it is. He's also an author, everybody, but he knows an awful lot about teeth. Let's talk about the book Rhinestone for Life. How has the response been?
The response has been great. A lot of people are liking the story. They really liking the Mary J. Smith character, the actual what I call the nemesis of the main character, and they really fallen in love with the characters, and I'm very pleased with the response. And a lot of people were taking it deep because they've lived that life.
Yes.
I always thought it was a great story. That's why I wrote it. Yeah.
How is your journey in your stroke recovery?
This is helping a lot. It's getting me out more. It's making me move. It's just giving me something to look forward to. But I'm a happy guy anyway because I had the stroke in my sleep. So waking up the same way you went to sleep is always a blessing to me. I say the greatest blessing is another good morning.
Yes.
But so this is a wonderful ride. It's allowing me to talk to a lot of people. We even started a little internet television type of show thing to talk to the people who have read it. That's why I had that intel for you. I had that.
Well, thank you. Author Aquil Ali, Rhinestone for Life. One more dental question.
Yes,
bad breath. People don't realize that they have it. No, it is. It's something that's real because if it's really bad, like the kind you can smell from across the room, that is signaling that there's something wrong inside of your mouth.
Perfect remedy.
Okay.
All right, here it is. First of all, I want you to go to www.onlinedenturerepairs.com. We have the regimen there for you and everything. It's called oil pulling method. It is the dental grade. It's very thin. It's not the same coconut oil you throw on your body for your skin. It is the dental grade, and we have it in stock. What it is, you do a 15-minute oil floss. It's not a gargle. You're pushing it through your teeth for 15 minutes. Okay? Yes. For a week. You don't spit it in the tub. Most people do it in the shower. While they wash. 15 minutes. That, you spit it in the trash. All of it. Listen, the soaps in your toothpaste. Okay? I hope I ain't pissing nobody out, man. But the soaps in your toothpaste is the same degreasers they use for engines. What it does is it extracts the natural oils out your gum. That's why you get all these gum disease and everything. Fluoride was never approved by the FDA. This whole thing is wrong. They're thinking soap when you really need to be thinking rejuvenation, which is your saliva, takes that bacteria out, right? And the natural oils that you have in your gum, which trigger a lot of the dry mouth. I was going to ask you about that dry mouth. Right. It halitosis. Those canker scores, you'll never have it again. Wow. Bad breath, you'll never have it again. You do this for 1 week, I guarantee your teeth will be at least 3 shades brighter. Your gums and the halitosis is completely gone. Guaranteed.
How can we reach you, Aquil? This is fascinating.
www.onlinedentistrepairs.com, or you can just come on down to Discount Dental at 243 West Shelton Avenue. Call us up at 215-381-2122. But definitely go to the website, because all the information I just shared with you, I got it on the website.